Alright, get ready for another long video while this noob goes over specializations. We're going to start with, we're on Thief. We're going to start with Deadly Arts because it's at the top. We have Serpent's Touch. We're going to go from the beginning all the way around the circle to the end, so I'm not going to give them numbers because I tried that last time, it didn't work out for me. So Serpent's Touch, stealing inflicts poison. While in the downed state, your attacks apply poison. So 2 stacks of poison when you steal that lasts 10 seconds. A good amount of damage. I honestly don't know how to steal in this game. Or what good things there are to steal. So... But I have a 25-second cooldown on steal. It's a shadow step, so I will teleport to them with a 1,200 range, steal from them, and then if I do this with Serpent's Touch, I'll inflict poison. And condition damage actually definitely plays a role there. And then poison when downed lasts for 2 seconds per hit. Not that great. Dagger training. Gain bonus power, which is increased when wielding a dagger. So 80 power, plus an additional 80 power when wielding a dagger. I'm pretty fucking sure I'm going to grab both of these, probably. And then remind myself to use steel more often. At least as like a jump to target thing and apply poison thing. Mug. Deal damage and gain life when stealing. This attack cannot critically hit enemies. Damage 151 at my current level and power or whatever. Healing 120, blah, blah, blah. Can't crit. So it just turns steel into mug. So damage plus healing plus the steel plus whatever. Deadly Ambition. Inflict poison when striking a foe with a dual-wield attack. I don't know what a dual-wield attack is. Oh, Death Blossom counts as one. Okay. So well, it costs 4 of my ambition. Is that what it's called? Sorry. I don't remember the initiative. Sorry. So for 4 initiative, I can do Death Blossom, which will help me evade. I'll cause bleeding. The evasion is only like half a second, so I have to know an attack is coming at like the exact time, but each of the hits cause. Okay, cool. Yeah. So remember to use that more often if that's what I'm going to do. So it'll apply bleeding plus poison. And I think I just gain increased condition damage of 180 at this particular level. I don't know if that goes up. Lotus Poison. Weaken targets when you poison them. Okay. I think it's more for PvP, but I don't know. I still don't know what Fumble does, and nothing that I think that I attack in PvE has endurance I need to worry about, but maybe it does and I'm stupid. I don't know. Even the Odds. Apply vulnerability when you steal. Gain might when you hit with the stealth attack. So vulnerability will do 5 stacks for 10 seconds total. The might when I hit with the stealth attack will do 5 stacks for 10 seconds total. Overall, not bad. Especially if I can use stealth, hit with stealth, like repeatedly to just keep giving myself might. That'd be awesome. Panic Strike. Immobilizing a foe poisons them. Striking a foe below the health threshold immobilizes them. So, is it my? So most things I've read. Actually, sorry. The only skill circles I've gone, or sorry, specialization circles I've gone through so far have been the Ranger, and they have specified whether it's my health threshold or their health threshold or the pets or my pet's health threshold as a Ranger. So striking a foe below the health threshold immobilizes them with a 20-second cooldown. So I'm sorry, this is a very confusing skill. I'll have to see a video or test it for myself, but whenever the immobilize goes into effect, it's 2.5 seconds. Whenever the poison goes into effect, it's 1 stack for 4 seconds. Revealed training. Gain power, which is just 22. Then it gain extra power while you are revealed. And when I'm revealed, that's a status that says I cannot stealth. And if I am in that revealed status, I gain 29 power on top of the 22. Exposed weakness. Deal increased strike damage to your target for each unique condition on them. So do 2% more strike damage per condition on target. Cool. Potent poison. Poison you inflict has increased damage and duration. Other deadly arts, which is the specialization circle I'm in. Other deadly arts traits apply additional stacks of poison. So the damage of poison that I inflict, which is part of the basic frickin' dagger chain. It's strike twice, strike again, bleed them, gain endurance if I succeed at that, and then the last strike is poison, 2 stacks, 5 seconds. So increase the hell out of that. So 33% increased damage from any poison I inflict. I will inflict 1 additional stack of poison if any of these deadly arts traits like Serpent Touch for stealing. Death Blossom will do 1 more stack of poison. Panic Strike if I immobilize or strike, yeah. That one is still really fucking confusing for me, but. And then the duration of poison also increases by 1/3. Cool. So improvisation. Use stolen skills twice. I can steal skills? Okay. So 15-second internal cooldown. Reduce the cooldown of all equipped utility skills when you steal. Cooldown effect will only trigger if all utility slots are filled and if at least one of your active utility skills is on cooldown. Does not affect inactive sequence skills. And the recharge is reduced by 25%. That one's confusing me as well. Lastly, in this circle is Executioner. Deal increased strike damage when your target is below the health threshold, which is 50%. I'll do 20% more damage on each strike when my target is below 50%. So, yeah. It'll make Heart Seeker, my kind of like finisher thing, even more awesome. Cool. Okay. Critical Strikes is the next specialization circle. Keen Observer. Critical hit chance is increased while your health is above the threshold. The threshold is 75%. It's a pretty good threshold. Critical strike chance is 15% higher. That makes me already wondering if I should start with Deadly Arts or Critical Strikes, because I like the power from dagger training, especially because I'm dual wielding. I think you probably only get it once. So you get the 80 from the base, you get another 80 from having a dagger. I don't think you get another 80 from your second dagger. Anyway, back to Critical Strikes. Assassin's Fury. Gain Might when you gain Fury. So you'll gain 8 seconds of Might, 3 stacks. Okay. Number 3, I'm numbering them, I don't mean to. Signets of Power. Signets grant initiative. So, like my Signet of Malice, which is a healing thing, if I activate it, I get 2 initiative. Any other signets that I have and use will give me, Twin Fangs. Deal increased critical damage while your health is above the threshold, which is 90%. Gain bonus critical hit chance when hitting a foe from behind or the side or when they are defiant. Okay. So the crit damage increase if I'm above 90% health is 7%. The crit percentage chance is also 7% higher if I am behind them, to the side, or if they're defiant. Okay. Unrelenting Strikes. 8-second internal cooldown. Assassin's Fury, the second one in this circle, also has a 2-second internal cooldown, but I don't think it's going to be that. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that bad to. Yeah. Because you don't gain Fury that often. But Unrelenting Strikes. 8-second internal cooldown. Grant Fury to yourself and nearby allies within a 360 radius when you critically strike an enemy. I can grant the Fury to 5 targets total. That's for 4 seconds. And Fury is always, as far as I've seen, 25% increased crit chance. Sundering Shade. 1 second internal cooldown, looks like. Stealth attack. Stealth attack skills inflict vulnerability and grant Fury upon successfully hitting foes. The vulnerability is 5 stacks and lasts for 5 seconds. The Fury lasts for 6 seconds. Practiced Tolerance. Gain Ferocity based on your precision. So 10% of my precision increases my ferocity by that 10% amount. Deadly Aim. Your pistol and harpoon gun attacks now pierce but have reduced strike damage. So the damage from striking is reduced by 5%. I don't know why there's an 8-second cooldown. Is that a... It can hit up to 5 targets. I'm really not understanding that 8 cooldown thing in the top right. I don't know if it's a thing I need to activate. Ferocious Strikes. Gain increased critical damage against foes whose health is above the threshold. So I'll do 10% more critical damage against anything that is above 50% health. No Quarter. 2-second internal cooldown. Landing a critical hit while under the effects of Fury increases the duration of Fury. Gain increased ferocity while under the effects of Fury. So I should get 2 more seconds of Fury with a 2-second internal cooldown, which it might proc once, depending on how long the Fury effect I get in the first one. It's like, for instance, this one grants 4 seconds of Fury, so in theory I could extend it 4 more seconds with this no quarter thingy. And while I have Fury, I get 68 more ferocity at this level. Hidden Killer. Gain bonus critical hit chance while stealthed. This bonus lingers for a short duration after you've been revealed. So the crit chance is 100%. So while I'm stealth, 100% crit chance. And then after I'm revealed, I still have 2 seconds of that 100% crit chance. It's awesome. Invigorating Precision, the last one in the critical strikes tree. You are healed for a percentage of outgoing critical hit damage. Okay. This healing is increased while you are under the effects of Fury. Okay. So I heal for 4% of the overall crit damage I do, and then when I have Fury going, I think it turns to 6% of the damage done via crits. I don't think it's additive, but I don't honestly know for sure. It doesn't really tell me. The next skill circle is Acrobatics, which I kind of like the idea of. Let's see. Expeditious Dodger. Gains swiftness upon dodging. So swiftness will last for 6 seconds and increases movement speed by 1/3. In instant reflexes, it's a 30-second internal cooldown, I think. Gain evasion when you use an elite skill. Okay. And the evasion is evade all attacks for 2 seconds. Vigorous recovery. Gain vigor when you use a healing skill. So, if I use Signet of Malice, after I've used up all of my dodging, it will give me vigor for 10 seconds. Or it'll just, straight up give me vigor, yeah. Pain response. Dodging removes a damaging condition from you. It'll remove bleeding, burning, confusion, poison, torment. 1 per dodge. Not bad. Feline Graze. Gain vigor upon successfully evading an attack with a 1-second internal cooldown. And the vigor lasts for 5 seconds. This is all about like making yourself more evasive so far. Evasive, you heal, you remove conditions, you evade all attacks when you use an elite skill, like you gain movement speed when you dodge. This is awesome. This is interesting so far. Guarded Initiation. Movement skills grant resistance. 5-second internal cooldown. Resistance, if you don't know, this one lasts for 2 seconds, but non-damaging conditions currently on you are ineffective. So that would be like cripple, stun, root. I don't know if root is a thing, but yeah. Number 3. Sorry, whatever. Don't worry about that number. Sorry. Swindler's Equilibrium. 1-second internal cooldown. It looks like successfully evading an attack while wielding a sword or spear. So it's not going to be useful for me at all because I don't do swords or spears. Recharges steel. So like you can teleport around the battlefield more often if you can evade an attack while having a sword. That's actually kind of interesting to think about. Sword and spears deal increased damage. So it just straight up gives me 120 power. And then if I have a sword or spear, I do an additional 120 power. And the recharge time of... This is the weirdest... I would say the recharge time of sword and spear attacks would be 2 seconds slower. 2 seconds faster. But it's very weirdly... But it only happened... Oh, that's a very fucking confusing one. Hard to catch. Gain endurance when you shadow step. That's easy. I don't know what shadow stepping is. Is that a sword thing? Hold on. Hold up. There it is. Yeah, that's not a sword thing, so I have fucking no idea. But you gain 8 endurance, which I think is health? That's health. Isn't Shadow Step a... Sorry, hold on. Oh. 30-second cooldown, deception skill. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Fluid strikes. Gain increased strike damage for a period of time when you shadow step or use a movement skill. So, for 5 seconds, you do 10% more strike damage. Assassin's Reward. Heal yourself whenever you use a skill that uses an initiative. Heal yourself for each point of initiative spent, and you gain 7 health per initiative spent. So, if I were using that on my dagger, I could get 21 health per Heartseeker, 28 health per Death Blossom, which would go pretty well with that other skill I found in the Deadly Arts, I think. I remember. Anyway, interesting. It's some more health gain. Upper Hand. Gain initiative and regeneration when you evade an attack. Cool. So regen for 6 seconds. 162 damage at my current level on healing skill. and gain 1 initiative. The internal cooldown is 2 seconds, so you evade, you wait a couple seconds, you get that 1 initiative, you evade again. So I don't know. This gets kind of more and more less and less interesting as this. So the last one is don't stop. While you have swiftness, movement impairing conditions have reduced duration. When you gain swiftness, lose a movement impairing condition. So the duration is decreased by 80% while you have swiftness for frost, cripple, binding, it looks like. And you also remove 1 condition when you gain swiftness. Okay, cool. Next tree, number 4, Shadow Arts. Merciful Ambush. Heal when you enter or exit stealth. 10-second internal cooldown, it looks like. Stealth yourself and your target when reviving an ally. That's interesting. Stealth will last for 2 seconds after the revival. Okay. I don't like this tree so far. It's pretty, yeah. Shielding Restoration. Grant barrier to nearby allies when you use a healing skill. The barrier at my current level in stats is 44. It can grant that barrier to up to 5 allies with a 360 radius. Shadow's Embrace. Remove conditions when you enter or exit stealth. Okay. 1 condition removed. It looks like burning, bleeding, poison, torment, confusion. When entering and exiting stealth. Interesting, okay. That's okay. Hidden Thief. 2-second internal cooldown, it looks like. Stealing inflicts blindness. Stealth attacks inflict weakness. Cannot affect the same target more than once per interval. Oh shit, so Shadow's Embrace, the one we just did, also affects stealth I grant to allies. So allies will also remove a condition when entering stealth and then remove another condition when they exit. Merciful Ambush would do the same. That number 1 would do the same thing to all my allies if they enter and exit stealth with me. Okay. Meld with Shadows. Gain super speed when you enter or exit stealth. 2 seconds of super speed, both when entering and exiting. Shadow Savior. After completing a shadow step, you are healed. Nearby allies are also healed for a larger amount. Only affects thief shadow steps for whatever. So it can hit up to 5 targets. The healing looks pretty bad. I don't know what else would give me shadow step aside from literally the move that I have called shadow step. I don't. Oh wait, sorry. Steal is also a shadow step. Okay. Okay, interesting. Hold on. So this is both leeching venoms and spider venoms. So venom utility skills, which I don't have any trained right now. Siphon life from struck foes. Gain stacks of spider venom when you enter or exit stealth. So for leeching venom, I will siphon. I'll do 16 more damage on venom skills and siphon 15 health. Spider venom, it seems to give me 3 stacks for 30 seconds. My attacks poison foes. Venom stacks 3. Spider venom, it does the poison for 6 seconds. Sorry, 6 stacks, 24 seconds. Poison lasts for... Yeah, this is fucking confusing shit. Well, 3 times 6 is... No, 18, not 24. So I don't know where I was going with that. Fuck, I don't know. That's confusing. Alright. Cloaked in Shadow. Gaining stealth blinds nearby foes. Blinding a foe siphons health from them. So you can gain stealth in a lot of different ways, and every time you do, you'll do 13 more damage to foes around you in a 240 radius, so it's like melee pretty much only. You'll heal for 8 per foe struck by that life siphon when you gain stealth. You'll do 5 seconds of blindness to all of those targets, and you can do it up to 5 targets every time you gain stealth. And if you can blind foes in other ways, you will also health siphon from them. So from those other ways. Shadow siphoning. Stealth attacks, so 1 second internal cooldown. It looks like stealth attacks siphon health if they hit. So 31 more damage at this level and power, blah blah blah, and 20 healing if my stealth attacks hit. Alright. Cover of Shadow. Gain protection when you enter or exit stealth. Like, I would be interested in watching somebody with a Shadow Arts build. Like, I want to see it. Like, all the health stealing, all of the blindness, all of the... I think there was protection somewhere. There's barriers, there's condition removal, there's blindness and weakness, there's speed, like healing, ally healing, more poison, like more blind. It's crazy. So cover of Shadow, gain protection when you enter or exit stealth, and that's 2 seconds protection for both of those things. Shadow's rejuvenation, gain initiative when you enter or exit stealth. Frickin' man. If you enter stealth, you gain 2. If you exit stealth, you gain 1. And the last one in this circle is Rending Shade. Steal boons from enemies you strike with stealth attacks. Striking a boonless foe with a stealth attack inflicts fear on nearby foes. You steal 2 boons with every stealth attack. You inflict 1 second of fear in a 180-degree radius, so it's not large at all. Up to 5 targets, though. Okay. The last tree is Trickery. Trickery tree. Number 1, Kleptomaniac. Stealing gives you initiative. Gives you 2 initiative. So if you use some skills and then you steal, you'll gain 2 more. Okay. Uncatchable slash lesser caltrops. So whenever you dodge, you leave behind lesser caltrops. And these cripple and bleed foes. So 5 seconds of bleeding, 1 second to cripple, up to 3 targets. The caltrops last for 3 seconds. The interval is 1 second, so I guess as long as they're in that small 90-degree 90 radius, they can keep getting hit by it. So more bleeding, whatever. Ooh, lesser haste. 60-second cooldown. I have haste, which is a 20-second cooldown, but anyway. Lesser haste. Trick. Gain quickness, fury, and swiftness. Wait. Use lesser haste when attacking a foe from behind or from the side or when they're defined. Okay. But you only get it once every 60 seconds. But that's still... It's 6 seconds of basically haste, so like skills and actions are faster. 6 seconds of fury. Fuck yeah. So every... Like basically 1/10 of all of your combat if you're behind or to the side or attacking a defiant. Movement speed, fury, quickness. 1/10 of the time. Thrill of the crime. When you steal, you and all nearby allies gain fury, might, and swiftness for 10 seconds. That's pretty fucking good, dude. That's like a 40% uptime if steal is 25-second cooldown. Fury for 10 seconds, might with 5 stacks for 10 seconds, swiftness for 10 seconds. You can do up to 5 allies, and it's a 360 radius, so again, it's like more or less melee, or like beyond melee by a couple removals, whatever. Preparedness increases maximum initiative by 3. Okay. Gain increased expertise, which is 150. And expertise is... Sorry, because I don't remember. Increase your condition duration. Alright. So 150, I don't know how much that will increase my condition duration, but if you're dagger or fucking pistols, they're both condition. Poison, bleeding. That condition duration could do some good increased damage. Okay. Bountiful Theft. Stealing grants you and there's no cooldown on that one. Stealing grants you and all nearby allies vigor for 10 seconds. You rip boons from your target and grant them to nearby allies. You can steal 3 boons and give them to 5 allies that are within a 240 radius of you. Grant additional boons to allies if your target has no boons. So you can grant 5 stacks of might for 10 seconds to those same allies in the map. Cool. When you steal. Alright. Tricks. Remove conditions. They will remove 2. So haste will remove 2. What other tricks do I have? Scorpion wire will remove 2, and it's got like a 1 second. It's a 20-second recharge. 2, yeah. Roll for initiative, evade backwards, regenerate initiative, recover from okay. Caltrops is also a trick. Cool. Pressure striking. I think like that one feels more like PvP, but anyway, pressure striking. Enemies you interrupt are inflicted with torment. So torment, 2 stacks, 8 second cooldown, 8 seconds duration. The interval is 3 seconds. I don't know what that means. So that torment won't do damage more than once every 3 seconds? Whatever. Lead attacks. Increases all damage dealt per initiative spent. Steal gains reduced recharge time. Alright, here we go. So all damage dealt per initiative spent. Maximum damage increase 15%. Lead attacks 10 seconds. Oh! Okay, so every time you use initiative, you get 1% more damage, 1% more condition damage, 1% more lifesteal damage, and it can stack up to 15%. So, damn. Steel gains reduced recharge time, 15% reduced recharge. It says combat only. I don't know. But 15% of 25, 2.5 plus 1.25, so roughly like what, 21 and some change, or 22 and some change? No, 21-ish. So you can steal 4 seconds faster with that going. Okay. Quick pockets. Gain initiative on swapping weapons while in combat. 8 second internal cooldown. 3 initiative gained. Okay. Sleight of hand. Stealing also dazes the target. I like that. Reduces the recharge of steel. So we have another recharge reduction of steel by 20%. Daze for 1 second when you steal. And lastly, of all of these thief thingy-mabobbers, deadly ambush. Stealing also applies bleeding. Bleeding you inflict deals more damage. So bleeding does 25% more damage no matter what the source is, I believe. And the bleed I inflict from stealing will last for 10 seconds, 3 stacks. Cool beans. Alright. As for me, I would really like to see somebody build like a Shadow Arts plus Acrobatics build and Let's see how cool that might be. I might have to look that up here, but for me, for leveling, critical hit chance increase is pretty fucking awesome. Gain might when I gain fury. What gives me fury in my current? Fucking nothing. Nope, except for haste. Haste gives me fury. So every 20 seconds, if I use haste, I'll give myself fury. That's actually, that goes pretty fucking well with haste, in my opinion, but. Is that what I want to do? I don't steal, but 25-second cooldown I could start doing that. Inflicts poison. If I'm downed, my attacks inflict poison, gain bonus power. Like, just getting a flat 80 power, especially because I use daggers a lot, doesn't seem that bad. But just having an increased crit chance by 15% is awesome. Which will be active most of the time, because I don't get below 75% health very often at all. I'll think about it. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I should be making more. What just happened? You guys can't see it, but my fucking thing. The sponsor, non-sponsor for this video is...
What? No.
I didn't do that. The fuck? Is Redragon Wired Gaming Mouse with light color options. I have it with no light right now. I really just wanted a mouse that had the 2 thumb buttons and maybe like more middle mouse buttons, but this one really only has like the 1 middle mouse button, like the scroll wheel you can press in to do the middle. Yeah. These are the 2 buttons on it. Change the lighting pattern. Blue light is bad for sleep. And there's a blue option, but there's a red option. There's like a kaleidoscopic kind of rainbow option where it cycles through. It might go red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, red, and then back through that shit. I haven't actually watched it, but I'm sure that's similar to what it does. But I have the light off, and it works perfectly awesome. If you buy it's lasted for a while now. So if you buy it with a link in my description, I'll get a small cut. It's one way to support the channel. I'll see you next time.